We're here at Hot Springs Intermediate School, where another wonderful partnership has unfolded in this beautiful garden behind us. With me today is Max Sestily, who is the stormwater manager for the City of Hot Springs. How are you today?
Doing great, Terry. How are you?
This is a nice setting.
That's
we
a
get to be
beautiful
away
day,
from the office.
Beautiful setting, that's right.
And we just missed kids who left and went back to their classrooms. But this is a living, breathing garden where kids get to come out here. They learn things. This is an educational space. But where the city comes in is the stormwater element.
That's right. Before what you see behind us was created, this was literally a swamp, and this is the girls' playground. So they were subjected to having to come out here and pretty much roll around in the mud for many, many years. We were contacted by the parent-teacher organization who asked Stormwater Division if we had any good ideas for them. And we thought, and we looked at the spot, and we said, you know what, this is a perfect space for a rain garden, which is going to help intercept that rainwater, that storm water, slowly drain it into the ground and get rid of it so that the kids have a dry spot to play upon.
And that in itself is an educational, a scientific piece that the kids can continually learn from.
That's right. Actually, just the creation of the rain garden itself is something that they can learn from and I think visualize through some graphics that we've given them. The garden itself is actually excavated down about 3 feet. 18 inches of that is filled with a porous rock. Then that is covered with a landscape fabric. And then above that is another 18 inches of a special mixture of soil which helps drain the rainwater. And then of course they came in and planted all kind of water-loving plants, native plants, that will also help absorb that water and keep it dry for them.
So you have all those layers underneath this beautiful
That's
surface.
Right. Yep.
I'm sure that this project took a lot of partners.
It did, plenty of partners. Let's see, we had the Game and Fish Commission, we had the Boy Scouts of America, we had the parent-teacher organization, as I said. Lowe's donated some money, the Hot Springs School District donated money for the pavilion that you see over here. Just a major partnership. All the contracting was done pro bono.
Oh, how wonderful.
Was donated. That's right, so a huge team effort. The Stormwater Division admittedly was only the design factor in that, so we didn't have to get our hands dirty, but we do see the beautiful outcome.
Yes, and do you have an idea of the price tag of such a project as far as the city's concerned?
Yeah, so my estimate for them was about $6,000 for the actual garden itself, and then the pavilion we believe is around $5,000. So, but that's all volunteer work, so that's just materials for that.
How great. People came together and made a garden happen.
We've been seeing that all over town lately, partnerships between the schools and the government. It's been really neat.
And rain gardens alone have been sprouting up throughout Hot Springs.
Right. We've probably got about 15 rain gardens in Hot Springs when a year or two ago we had 0.
Isn't that exciting for you as stormwater
fun.
Manager to see that one thing leads to another?
That's right, it does. Yeah.
And getting back to this particular garden though, Hot Springs Intermediate is quite the pioneer. They have a lot of whimsical elements here. This has got to really enhance the kids' educational experience.
Absolutely. If you would have seen this place before they got a hold of it and all this effort went into it, it was pretty much a barren wetland, to be honest with you. It was literally a swamp. Now they have a large chess set, a nice seating area, hopscotch over here. There's a beautiful butterfly garden around the corner that serves a huge educational purpose donated by the Fish and Game Commission. And then behind us, of course, you see the rain garden itself. And each one of those plants have a specific purpose and beauty to them. Being native, they also attract certain insects that will add to the butterfly garden and the growth of some various plants that they have around here.
And as our Parks and Trails Department will say, it's all about the native plants.
That's right, that's right. The great thing about this is after these plants are established, the water will be just very supplemental because these plants are made to survive and thrive in this kind of environment.
So they're very happy.
Oh yeah, they should be.
So Max, now that it's done, does your job continue or is it ended and it's up to the kids and the PTO, the school?
It is. They're having a dedication ceremony a Friday from now, which is the 13th, to kind of open up the park officially. They have a few more little things to do, little steps here and there to make it finally complete. But they've already, to my understanding, done some scavenger hunts where they try to identify different vegetation and the purposes behind those particular plants and how they add to the nature and the insect population and that kind of thing. So,
sounds like the
very
teachers
cool.
are only limited by their own imaginations.
That's right.
As to all of the classes that they can have out here.
The
learning
teamwork is
opportunities.
just incredible. That's right. Yeah. And many, many opportunities.
Well, as projects go, this must be one of the more fun ones on your list.
It is, it is. And I just want to make sure that I give special credit to Daniel Mesplay, who works for the City of Hot Springs in the planning department. He did a lot of the 3D graphic designing that went into this project so that the contractors and teachers could visualize what this was actually going to look like when it was completed. And it sure looks a lot like what we had in mind.
Yes, and as Max can tell you, partnerships are how we make these types of projects happen
Right.
and change the quality of life for people in Hot Springs.
That's right. And on top of that, we also get credit towards our ADQ mandates. Part of our mandate is to partner with schools and get the word out there about stormwater mitigation, water quality, and form these kind of partnerships. So it actually helps us with a mandate the city has.
Hot Springs School District for partnering with the City of Hot Springs.
That's right, anytime.
And thanks, Max, for joining us today and explaining to us about the project.
You're very welcome.
Next week, we'll bring you more city news.